Hey, what's good, yo? Polo G, he's had a major successful year in rap this year with having the #1 song and album this year. But he also, in my opinion, has had a really bad year, and it's not really music related, but it's more so outside of music. And it started right after the success of his #1 album, Hall of Fame, which got major criticism, even from his fan base was criticizing him, which was a large contrast to the support he was getting last year, with people calling him Polo G and saying that every song he'll be on he'll carry, and that his album was album of the year, to now people saying his songs sound the same and calling him Piano G, and also saying that every song he on sound the same, that he never changes up the flow, and his album was mid. But like I just said, despite the criticism, his album sold really well and higher than it ever did before, with it selling over 145K in the first week, which is one of the highest selling rap albums in the first week this year, and became one of only 52 artists in music history to debut at #1 solo with a #1 song. But once something good happened in Polo G's life, another bad thing comes, with about a month later, one of his best friends named B Money getting shot and killed in Chicago. Now the casual fan might not know who B Money is, but B Money, he's one of Polo G's closest friends, and he's damn near in every Polo G video. He's even in the ones even before Polo G was even lit as a rapper. So I know his death really hit home for Polo G, especially when you look at it from the perspective of when your friend was a nobody and trying to become a successful rapper, and then when he finally make it in rap, then you just die like that. I know that doesn't sit well with Polo G. Then when you think Polo G's situation couldn't get any worse, these four-armed dudes tried robbing his mom's house during the middle of the night. Luckily though, Polo G's mom was armed and she defended herself by shooting back at these robbers. And in my head, I'm just thinking like, dang, he can't catch a break. He just came off of his best friend dying, and now some people trying to rob his mom, and it could have even ended deadlier if his mom ain't having a weapon to defend herself. But I just want to know, like, how did they know where Polo's mom stay at or where Polo stayed at? I low-key kind of feel like this is an inside job, or somebody around Polo trying to set him up or something. I don't know, because I usually don't like to point fingers, but it's just weird to me. But despite all this, Polo, he still trying to bless his fans with more music, with him announcing a deluxe for his Hall of Fame album, just called Hall of Fame 2.0. And you know what his own record label did? They leaked his whole album. Yes, leaked his whole album right after he announced the release date for it. They put it on all streaming services earlier. And if I'm Polo G right now, I'm tight. I'm gonna be so mad at my record label. Like, how do you mess up like that as your own record label? Because that's basically taking money out your own pocket. Like, if it ain't one problem Polo G have, it's another problem he got. And I'm just genuinely starting to feel bad for him, because this year started out crazy successful for Polo G, but it's not really ended the best for him. And like I just said earlier, it's not really music related. It's more so his personal life. Then you wonder why these rappers be on drugs and taking pills. Not to say that Polo does, I'm just saying in general, because you may not know it, but a lot of these rappers be stressed out. They got whole families depending on them. They don't just make music then call it a day. It's a whole business behind it that they gotta deal with. But yeah, I'm hoping Polo's mind state is alright, because he's been through a lot in a short amount of time this year alone. And the criticism he got for his most recent album is definitely overdue, because this album, it wasn't as good as his last project, but it definitely is not as bad as people are saying it to be. Especially when people are praising other artists who dropped terrible albums, calling it album of the decade. That'll be another topic I'll talk about in my other videos later. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Have a nice day.